Angela Dawn.
Oh, she's just gorgeous.
Oh, no. She's Maureen. Lovely. Everyone says she looks like Dave, but I reckon she looks like me.
Maureen.
Oh, yeah, all right. I'll see you after. I'll see you in a minute.
Hey, come on. All right. What a lovely surprise.
Promised you the girls would be leaving too, didn't I? That'll pop back with a baby.
Some of the other girls, they're not around too. I want to. There you go. Oh, you get funnier by the day, don't you, my little Angela Dawn? Hey, oh, hey.
Have you no care at all about the reputation of this company, Miss Hindley? You, of all people, should know that the word consignment contains a letter G, and it's no there.
I do apologise, Mr. Brady.
Retype it, please.
Of course, Mr. Brady. Ian?
Maureen? So, where's the father?
In the tap room of the steelworks with his old man, I'll bet.
Oh, no. Dave's come over all responsible since she was born. You wouldn't believe it.
You're right. I wouldn't. He scares more than a kid himself.
No, honest. He's taking fatherhood dead seriously. I've just left him soaking nappies.
Good. Listen, Ian and I were only saying the other night, it's about time you brought Dave round. Give him a proper welcome to the family. I mean, he and Ian are practically brothers-in-law now, and yet, well, they still hardly know each other.
Yeah. I'd love to come round.
Good. Good.
Don't see the point in going round to Myra's. She doesn't even like me. And as for Ian, I can't make head nor bloody tail of him.
Dave, we agreed. We're making a new start. And that includes my mum and dad. Hiya, Mum.
Hello, love.
All right.
Hiya, Dad.
You're late, aren't you?
I know, Dad. It's taken ages getting our stuff together. You sure you don't mind?
Oh, of course not. Any time.
Hello.
Oh, here, give it to me. Come on.
Don't think we should leave her.
Oh, come on, of course you can. Give it to me. Come on, David, we're all family now. Oh, there you are. Yeah, now, she'll be fine. You've got after Myra's.
Let's go. See you later.
Right, ciao, love. Hey.
Hey, come on, you. You won't bite. Hey, Gran.
Hello, Maureen, love. You all right?
Yeah, fine, fine.
Gran's just going up, aren't you? Am I? But she's only just come. Yeah, and you're tired. Come on, I'll bring you a cup and a slice of bread and butter in a minute.
No.
Night, love. Nice to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Hey, don't forget that. There you go. And how are you, Bugalugs?
All right.
Anyone fancy a drink? Do the honours, Essie, please.
Jawohl, Liebling.
All right, Ian.
All right, Maureen. How are you?
Good.
And how's the weather?
Not bad.
Good.
And how's the little one?
No, she's fine, thanks.
Like dogs, do
Just
you?
with Mum and Dad. Would
Yeah, I've got one.
I know. First time.
And I have a question for you.
She settled all right, though. Mum was dead.
Does a dog have a soul?
How is Mum?
You are?
I said, does a dog have a soul? I mean, we can agree that a dog maybe has a personality. So why not a soul? Or maybe you think the entire notion of soul is trash, eh? That a dog is no more than a complex biological machine, as are we, us here now, in this room. And that by extension, the whole notion of soul is shite. Ergo, the whole notion of God is too.
Bloody hell, Neddy. You've confused him now.
Language, Hessie, please, language.
That's where it's coming from you.
You saying I'm a hypocrite, eh? Then why? Why would I have started a swear box? Eh? I mean, standards have to be maintained. Isn't that right, Maureen? After all, we do share this house with a respectable old lady. Not to mention a fucking budgie who must know, under any circumstances, be encouraged to learn filth. Pardon my French, Joey. Oh, dearie me, eh? That's me skint. How you doing, Dave?
Not bad, Ian.
So you've got a job yet?
Well, not, but I'm seeing someone next week, so hopefully.
Managed to finish a little bit early.
So make me dance.
Hey, you. Thought you were coming straight up.
Does a dog have a soul?
That bugger.
I've never met anyone like him.
Nah, I told you Ian can be all right when he wants to be. Just got to get to know him a bit, that's all.
What's all that Neddy Hesse stuff? Hesse.
They're just nicknames. Neddy's from the Goon Show, and Myra Hessie's some famous piano player.
Never heard of her.
Yeah, well, Ian's into all that kind of stuff, isn't he? Classical music, jazz, books. So's Myra now. I think it's been really good for her. Opened her mind up to new things.
Not like me, then.
What do you mean?
What have I ever done for you?
Well, not much, really. Apart from marrying me and giving me the most beautiful baby in the world. Come on, let's go.
Does a dog have a soul?
Give a whole bit of
Ergo, the whole notion of God is shite.
Look at that. Take a picture, Hesse. I'm under the flash of Hesse.
You're old man here.
So what do you think, Dave?
Don't get it.
Dave? It's lovely.
I don't know what hills are for, do I?
It's waste on him, Ian. You'll be stuck in Gorton with him, Mo, for the rest of your life.
Oh, no, he won't. Redevelopment. Powers that be are gonna raise Gorton to the ground, son.
That's not for ages, is it?
Oh, no. Gran's just said she's got to go next month. Which obviously means Neddy and I also.
Where to?
Hattersley.
That big estate they're building out in the Peake district.
There's lovely countryside all around.
They can't just knock Gorton down.
Dearie me. Is the boy getting emotional about his home?
Yeah, well, wouldn't you? Back where you're from.
You know nothing about where I'm from, son.
So tell us, what's it like, Scotland? Like this, or what?
Some places, aye. Others are a wee bit more urban. There's not a lock, or a bank, or a bonny brae in sight. But in those places, a man may split another man's head open for simply looking at him in the wrong way.
So which part are you from, then, eh?
Oh, I have an acquaintance with both.
Why can't you just give a straight answer to a straight question?
There's a wee thing called privacy. I'll thank you to respect mine.
Need a piss.
Yeah, me too.
Just hit the radio, Mo.
I'm glad I'm seeing more of you again. I hardly saw you at all when you and Ian first got together.
Hey, we are sisters, Moby, and nothing will ever get in the way of that.
Would that be that Mrs. Reed, eh? Lady whose daughter disappeared.
Yeah, Pauline. Almost 2 years now. That's the bedroom. Often see her mum up there at night.
You must have known that lassie well, eh?
Yeah. So did Maureen and Myra. Police said she met some lad and run off with him.
What? You don't believe that, eh?
She weren't that type of girl.
Yeah, right. They're all that type of girl. Hey, come here.
Whoa!
Get your hands here, eh? Get in there.
When are we, Maureen? We on Mars?
I think it's all right.
Right, we've got her. Careful, Maureen, no bumper. So what do you think, then?
Better than staying in Gorton.
Excuse the mess. We've still not finished unpacking properly yet.
Oh, it's nice, Myra. It's smashing.
Yeah. We're through with it. Still lots to do, mind, you know, lampshades and rugs and accessories to buy, but...
Well, I'll help you.
Hey, that'd be great. We could go down Ashton Market.
Yeah,
Where's he?
I'd love that. Because Angela's desperate for clothes.
I haven't even said hello to her yet. Hey!
Look at you. She's getting bigger by the day, isn't she?
She's a funny thing.
Hello, Angela. Hey, hello.
Oh, she's gorgeous, aren't you?
Shut the door. Shut the door!
What's up?
Who said you could come up here, you bloody moron? Eh?
All right, sorry. Jesus, I only came to say hello and give you this. Moving in present.
Well, apology accepted. Now, please, get out.
Mrs. Kilbride?
Yes?
Detective Chief Inspector Mounsey, Ashton Police. It's about your John.
Yes? What about him?
I've no news, I'm afraid, love. I've just taken over command here. I want to familiarise myself with the case.
Thought you'd given up. We haven't heard from you in ages. You'd better come in.
Thank you very much.
Hey, that's my
Boys,
train!
go in the other room, please.
Go
On.
Stop there.
Come on.
The train in the car. Fine then.
Danny, do as you're told.
Thank you. I'm sorry about this, Mrs. Kilbride, but I need you to go over the events of the day John disappeared again, please.
He'd gone to the pictures with a pal. Afterwards, they went down the market. John often did. You know, to earn a few bob. Carrying stuff for folk. Clearing up. Eventually, John's pal went home.
This would be about what time?
5:30. It was dark. Fog coming down. John was stood by the bins. That's the last time anyone remembers seeing him. It's not as if I hadn't drummed it into all of them. If a strange man ever offers you sweets and says, come with me, you don't. You run away home. You run away home.
What's going on? Who are you?
He's a policeman, Pat.
DCI Mounsey.
What do you mean coming round here upsetting her? Gillis.
Well, that wasn't my intention.
That's all you lot have done from the bloody beginning.
Pat, don't start.
All that fuss for a few weeks. Searching the town. Searching this house. Accusing me of doing away with him. And then nothing. You think he's dead, so there's no point looking, don't you?
I'm aware that this must be very distressing for you.
We don't want your sympathy. We just want our lad back.
What do you think happened to John Kilbride?
DCI Downs turned the town upside down. He searched every garage, shed, river, pond, canal.
I know. I'm asking what you think happened to him. He was last seen at Ashton Market. I'm told you spend a lot of time up there.
Chasing people who steal handbags and wallets, sir. Not children.
So you think John was abducted?
He was a happy lad by all accounts. I can't see him running away.
And you discount the theory the father was involved?
Well, I know fathers are always the first suspects.
Yes.
But I've met him and I can't see it. Can you?
No, I can't. Right, you and I are going to give this case a boot up the backside. Christ knows when we're going to find the time, but we will. John Kilbride went missing on the 23rd of November last year.
Danny, look up.
Now, that is the day after President Kennedy was assassinated. Everybody remembers where they were that day. All we want people to do is think back. Did you go to Ashton the next day? And if you did you come to this market? Did you see this boy? Or did you see anyone watching children? Or in any other way acting suspiciously? And if you did, please contact Ashton Police.
Does Danny look a lot like John?
Well, I mean, the thing is... Danny looks frightened now, but our John, you never saw him without a smile on his face.
Danny, can we just have you over here, mate?
Good lad, Danny.
Let's have another one, Danny. One more time, Danny.
Do you miss your brother, Danny?
What do you think?
Thank you, gentlemen of the press. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. It's OK, love. You did good. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks,
Cheers.
He's done very well.
Mrs. Kilbride, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Mr. Mousy.
Not at all. Well done, lad.
Come on. I'm proud of you.
It'd be worth a try.
I'm not sure DCS Prescott will agree.
What about him? He's in Preston.
You didn't seriously think you could pull something like this off without me finding out? It's a year, Joe. We gave it substantial publicity at the time. The chances of anybody remembering anything new
I just
now,
felt we owed it to
all
the family.
you're doing is giving them false hope.
Right, well, what am I supposed to do then? Tell them we're dropping it?
No. Do what you can, but do it in your own time. If it's a lost cause, I can't keep throwing money at it.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
Dad? Jesus, you walk halfway across pissing Manchester, wait hours to see some git of a foreman, then he tells you I don't know who told you this job's going here. I told him it was you, you pillock. What's up with you?
It's Angela.
What about her?
She was taken poorly. Maureen's had to take her to hospital.
Why? What's wrong with her? Well, is it serious or what?
The poor little thing. She wasn't breathing properly. They tried things. Tried to save her, but they couldn't.
No. No, you've got this wrong. You get everything wrong. Which hospital is she in?
Ankles, it's true, Dave. I was there.
No, get off me!
She seemed all right when I put her down. A bit quiet, and I know she'd had that bad chest last week.
They
but
told you that that's not what caused it. They said the windpipe hadn't developed properly.
I thought I was a good mother. You know, I thought I was doing things right.
You were, for Christ's sake. Get it in your head. It wasn't anyone's fault.
Bloody hell, Dave, lay off her. You can see the state she's in.
Can I make you another cup of tea, love?
No. I think maybe we should take a wee drive out, you know. Clear our heads. Come on, Dave.
Is that new?
Traveller. Converts to a two-seater. Never know when you might need the extra baggage capacity.
Anyone fancy a stroll? Dave?
If you want.
Maureen?
I'm in heels.
We'll stop in the car. I'm so glad you came to me.
Who else would I go to?
How's Mum taking it?
She's in pieces. I sat by Angela in the hospital for ages, knowing she was gone, but you still wait for something. A whimper or a breath. Anything.
It's the silence that gets you, isn't it?
I didn't know you had ever seen anyone dead.
My friend Michael.
Oh, God, yeah. He that drowned in Gorton Desert. I remember how upset you were.
I'll never forget them pulling him out. Laying him on the bank. I kept staring at him. Willing him to come awake again,
But they don't, do they?
Here.
Why here?
That's why. I live for this place. It owns my soul.
Another little flower for God's garden. That's lovely. Isn't it, Dave?
Yeah.
Can I hear? Yeah. Oh, God, Mary. I'm so sorry.
Shit. Look at me. Please don't tell Ian, will you?
All right, Gary, sober it up.
Aye, just about, sir, yeah.
Very good, lad.
Yourself?
Come in.
How was your Christmas, sir?
Noisy. My lads are getting old enough to have a decent scrap now. Anything kicked off here over Christmas?
Couple of break-ins, plenty of drunken disorderlies, and we've had this through from Manchester. A 10-year-old lass called Leslie Ann Downey gone missing. I phoned them so I could get a description. She's from Ancoats, went to a fair and didn't come home. That's all they tell me.
Not the most communicative force, are they? I've been on to them about John Kilbride, didn't want to know. When I asked them if there'd any kiddies missing on their patch in the past year or two, they took it as a personal bloody insult.
The Angles. That's me.
PCI Maxine, Ashton, have you got a minute?
Just about.
This missing lass, Leslie Ann Downey, ain't making any progress?
Oh, we haven't found her, if that's what you mean.
Only we've had a lad missing for over a year now, John Kilbride.
Never heard of him.
I'm wondering if there might be a connection.
I doubt it.
Why?
He was the stepfather.
Get it off! Come on!
Why are you listening to me?
Come on, you've had enough. Come on.
Mother's covering up for him. It's all bollocks.
So he's admitted killing her, has he?
Give us another half hour, then all we need's the body, and we'll charge him. I should forget about the connection if I were you.
There's no shops. It's a shithole.
Well, it's got to be better than that pokey little house in Garton.
Yeah, well, try telling him that. He's been sulking ever since we got here.
Shut your face, you!
Hey! Don't you talk to my sister like that.
Keep your nose out. I'll speak to her how I bloody well like.
You had to move. Wild Street will be rubble in a few months, and besides, it's got memories Moby needs to put behind her.
What, and you think I don't know that?
I just knew that Angela hadn't completely gone. You know, that her spirit's somewhere safe.
I hope she's in heaven too, Moby.
But you don't believe it, do you? You would have done once. You were more religious than me, you.
Well, I don't believe in all that sin and redemption and forgiveness mumbo-jumbo Father Theodore used to spout at St. Francis.
Not new.
Japanese. Cost me a month of my shitey wage. Has to be an easy way of getting money in.
Rob a bank.
You've just read my mind, son. Fancy helping me?
Bit out of my league.
Why? You've stolen before, haven't you? I mean, using court for it.
Yeah, that was just ciggies from a corner shop.
So you've no moral qualms?
No.
Out of a job? Skin?
Well, one, he's just been taken on part-time.
Save your skin.
You're serious, aren't you?
We've already access to the necessary firearms.
Firearms?
Aye. Myra's joined Cheadle Gun Club.
Yeah, Maureen said.
So? Interested?
Yeah, I am.
I never found his body.
Whose body?
Major Glenn Miller. That's who. One moment you're flying through the air. Suddenly the engine coughs, dies. The next you're heading towards oblivion.
I'm for bed, Mo. You look done in too. Why don't you stay tonight? Boys can sleep on the sofa. They can sleep upstairs.
Yeah, all right.
Night night, boys.
Aye.
Chuck us that pillow, Mo.
Thanks. There you go. Poor girl's family.
What?
Leslie Ann Downey. Even offering rewards done no good.
Yeah, well, that child should never have been allowed out at that time.
That's a bit harsh. Blaming the parents.
Come on, you. Get down. I doubt they'll ever see you again anyway.
Give us a hand, eh?
How do I know you're not queer?
Because I can think of better ways of getting my kicks than up another man's arse.
Oh. This takes me back. You were always slipping in beside me when you were little. When you'd had one of your bad dreams. I used to put my arm around you like this and tell you you'd be all right in the morning.
I remember.
You still think about her all the time, don't you?
Angela. Yeah.
It leaves me time, Moby.
I'm worried about Dave. He hardly talks to me since we lost her.
Just give him a bit of space. Ian's looking after him.
You reckon?
He'll be all right. You both will.
Promise.
Promise.
Night, Moby.
Oh. Like a little hot water bottle, you.
And it's off like it's in Open Shore Road.
Yeah. It's the third in a week, Derek. I want an arrest. I've got Prescott minding about this quarter's figures, haven't I?
Still not found Leslie Ann Downey, sir.
No. And you think, you know, if the stepfather's coughed to kill her, and he might have mentioned where the body is.
I don't think he has killed her.
Why?
I've spoken to a contact in Manchester CID. He says he hasn't confessed and he's still denying it.
Oh?
And Manchester have had another missing child. Lad called Keith Bennett left his home in Longsight to visit his grandma June last year and never got there.
All right, love. See you later. Cheerio.
Mrs. Johnson?
Yeah?
Detective Chief Inspector Mounsey, Ashton Police. It's about your son, Keith.
If you take my Jimmy in one more time, I'll bloody top myself. I will, I swear. I'll kill my children, then I'll kill myself.
Whoa. I'm not come to take anybody in, love.
6 times you've had him in. I can't stand it.
Right, please.
Jimmy thought the world of Keith. He wouldn't harm a hair on his head.
I believe you. I do. And I've got nothing to do with Manchester Police. All right? Can I come in?
I was out at bingo. I'd sent Keith to his grandma's. Of course, he never got there. Jimmy was alone here, weren't you?
And no way to prove that.
I mean, look at him. He's been off work ages with that chest. Most days he's hardly got the strength to climb the stairs. Does he look like a murderer? I haven't given up hope, you know, that Keith's still alive. What bothers me, though, he's not got these. He'd bust them the day before I was going to get them fixed. I just don't know how he'll be coping without them.
These disappearances, they really are close together. Leslie Ann Downey, Ancoats. Keith Bennett, Longsight. John Kilbride, Ashton. It's basically a triangle. Doesn't logic say that the bloke who's doing it could live in the middle of the triangle?
Gorton.
There was a girl went missing in Gorton.
I remember that case. Pauline Reed.
July 63, set off to a dance and...
She was older. She was 16 and thought she'd gone off with her boyfriend.
But her parents swore that was nonsense. She didn't have a boyfriend. Shouldn't we at least look at it,
Yes,
sir?
we should. You got the mother's address?
I don't know why, but I think this is where it happened. I think whoever it was pulled up behind her in a car.
And just bundled her into it.
No, I think he offered her a lift.
She wouldn't have accepted a lift off a stranger.
I don't think so, no.
I'm sure it was someone she knew. I don't think I've helped you at all, have I?
Yes, you have.
I'm going to go and walk home now.
Are you sure?
Yes,
If we get
thank
any
you.
news, love, we'll be right in touch.
Well,
You were right. Whoever abducted Pauline could well have been behind the disappearance of John and Keith and Leslie. And you're right, that person could have been from Gorton.
Then surely we should ask Manchester to start up house to house
No,
here.
that's a waste of time, because in the 2 years since Pauline was abducted, they've knocked down most of Gorton and people have been rehoused to Withenshaw, Attersley, all over the shop. You might well have known the person who took her, but the chance of him still living round here are next to none.
I don't know what you see in this place when it's like this.
We love it in any weather, don't we, Neddy?
Show the laddie the toy, Hissy.
What have you brought that for? Dave said he wanted to go. You're not gonna let him fire it. It's only a bit of fun. You know, make sure it comes to no harm. Only bloody better.
Come on.
Just you be careful.
Don't worry, lad.
Oh, God. This takes me back.
Oh, me too. I was never off the jukebox in Savory's.
Come on.
Don't be daft.
Come on. Hey! What's that? What's what? You're smiling?
See that? Shoot it. This bank job, we need to advance matters.
Is Myra in on this?
Who else is going to drive a getaway car?
Because Maureen hasn't got a clue, and if she ever found out...
You're not losing your nerve, are you?
No.
You're happy about the guns?
Well, just because we'd have them, don't mean we'd use them, does it?
Look, you're leaving the bank with the money, yeah? Some stupid clerk decides to have a go. Can you shake him loose? Police are on their way. Only chance of you getting out there when the money is to shoot him. What do you do? Huh? Clearly nothing. Piss off, eh? Now you should piss off back to the slums with the other morons where you belong.
Don't call me a moron.
You know nothing about anything.
I may not know the things you know. I may not know the books or the long words, but that doesn't make me a moron, all right?
So it is there, eh?
What is?
The fire. Myra had it once, but she's losing it. She does what I ask all too easily, but you, oh, I can see you doing anything. Just need educating. You see, we all die. It's just some people die sooner than others. That's nature. That's the only force that really matters. Now, you forget about God, religion, all that shite. That was nature that killed your baby. And if nature decides to give more power to some than others, so be it. So this bank job, I've identified a possible target. William and Glyn's bank on the Hyde Road. I want you to take a look. I'd value your opinion.
He moves behind her and hovers there. He would greatly like to mount as a victor, but dares not. Instead, he begins to beat her anew. He no longer knows who he is or where. His delirium has reached such a pitch. What do you think?
May I get you going? Doesn't do a lot for me.
Ian gave it to me.
What for?
Says he wants to open my mind to new ideas.
Well, good luck with him.
What's up?
I just don't like it, Dave. I don't see what pleasure a man can get from hitting a woman. But if that's the kind of thing Ian wants to interest you in, just don't talk to me about it, all right?
Well, it was you that said I should get to know him better.
What's going on?
It's Pat Kilbride. He's been arrested for being drunk and disorderly.
Alan, action on that, please.
Yeah, straight away, boss.
He's just assaulted PC Nash.
What happened?
Usual. Some moron will have called him a child killer. He'll have turned on them and then been given a good kicking, then drunk himself into oblivion to try and forget it.
Open the door.
Are you sure, sir?
Open it.
Mr. Mercy. Thank you.
Listen to me. You don't thank me for anything until I found your son.
But you'll not find him. We both know that. Forget it, Mr. Mounsey. Thanks for trying.
Cup of tea there, Andy. 3 sugars?
Sir.
Bob. I need tea, I'm famished.
Get your own, I've only just got in.
You finish work at 2. Where have you been? Just tell me.
Don't bloody maul me!
Well, answer the question then. Christ, what's got into you?
You bloody got into me, that's what.
What do you mean?
I've been to the doctors. I'm pregnant.
Jesus.
I knew you'd take it like that.
I've already lost one baby. If that ever happened to me again...
Yeah, what about if it happened to me again, eh? It's taken 2 of us, you know, to make it.
You don't understand. I'm just not ready for this yet.
Yeah, well, you can make that choice. You can bugger off. You can do what you bloody well like. I can't. It's here. It's mine. It's inside me now.
Hang on. Maureen, wait.
Piss off.
She's treating me like I don't exist. I've told you, girl. Oh, and it's that simple as it, ma'am.
Well, you've not left him.
What are you talking about? An excuse for a man in the front room.
Is Mum in?
You're in there. Shut the door behind you.
Here. What's it with you?
Maureen? I'm pregnant.
Oh, well, that's wonderful, isn't it?
No. Dave don't want it.
Eh?
How can I stay with him if he don't want it?
Well, you're not thinking of leaving him.
I don't know, Mum.
God, this is all I need.
What's the matter?
Nothing. It's Ian.
What about Ian? Myra?
He's just been acting funny lately. Distant. There's nothing I don't do for that man, nothing. In bed, out of it. But sometimes lately he treats me like I'm no more than a skivvy. And he doesn't bloody help your Dave's around our house all the time.
Well, don't go blaming Dave. You said you thought it was a good thing then, pulling
Well,
up.
it's gone too far.
Come on now, stop this.
Yeah, but Mum, none of this would have happened if she hadn't let Dave Smith knock her up in the first place.
What?
She should have got rid of that baby, and she should get rid of this one.
Margaret! Oh, that's horrible.
Sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
He never would have done once. What has happened to you?
I said, I'm sorry.
What are you looking at?
Who is it, Beth? No, you've got it all wrong. No.
I've looked at that bank. You're right, they're wide open. We only have 2 staff on a Saturdays.
Interesting. You've been doing other homework, I see.
Thought if I copied the bits you'd underlined down, I'd understand them better.
Murder is a hobby, a supreme pleasure. You understand that?
I could have. I never killed anyone.
I have.
Oh, yeah?
3 or 4. I haven't finished yet. Teenagers, they're ideal. Any younger, it's too much fuss. What? You don't believe me? You stood on the graves.
Such shit you talk.
You think I'm talking shit about using a gun for this blank job, eh?
Never said that.
So you are willing to use one?
If we use blanks, yeah.
Well, a gun with blanks is just an ornament. How can I get this across to you, eh? Half measures are dangerous. You just have to be willing to go the whole way. And look down the barrel. I said look down the fucking barrel. See? It's all about odds. Get those wrapped up. Put them in the suitcases. All suspicious materials must be removed from this house. Now.
Where's Maureen? She didn't go home last night.
I'm not surprised. Right state you've got her into. She's thinking of leaving you.
She won't leave me.
How do you know? What do you know about women? What do you know about bloody anything Dave Smith?
Women have to feel you need them. But you must never show them that you do.
Where are you taking him?
Left luggage.
Bloody hell. What else you putting them?
Mind your own.
So when will it be? The job?
We'll be in touch.
Wait, Bonnie! Come on, you can come up and see if you want. Oh, yeah.
What do I do? Where do I go?
I don't want you to go anywhere. I want this baby. I'm just scared.
So am I.
It's all right.
You said that before. Oh, Angela.
That can't happen again.
Please, God, Dave, don't let it.
It won't. Don't worry. Be all right. I'll sit down. Put the kettle on, yeah? All right?
Yeah. What's this?
I don't know. It came this morning. I've not really looked at it.
They're going to evict us.
They won't evict us.
Dave, it's the final demand. Unless we pay him the £14, 8 shillings rent arrears by Saturday, we're out.
All right, we'll pay him.
How? I'm on a pittance, you're on the dole.
I'll get a tap off me dad.
He's in London, and he's not got 2 beans to rub together anyway. I need a home, Dave. Our baby needs a home. Bloody get off your ass and do something.
I was thinking if we did the bank job this Saturday.
We're not quite ready.
Well, if I don't raise some cash, Maureen really will leave me.
Maybe there is a solution.
What?
Suppose we were to obtain the money from a third party.
What do you mean?
Well, I could go down Canal Street, you know. Pick up a businessman, shall we say, of a certain sexual orientation. Bring him back here, demand money off him. I think he'd part with it, rather than having to explain to wifey how he'd come by a beating.
Yeah, all right then. When?
Soon.
Now, piss off home and wait till we call for you. And I mean it.
I'm just knocking off, sir. Can I buy you a drink? You know what they're calling him around the station these days?
No.
Mounties, lad.
Come on. Let's get K-Lad.
Bloody hell, who's that?
Welcome.
Can I come in?
Myra? What are you doing here? I've got a message for Mum. You're seeing her tomorrow, aren't you? What message?
Well, can you tell her come round tomorrow evening so she can do my roots?
Was that it? Is that all you've come round for?
Sorry, I might have come round earlier. Listen, Dave, you couldn't walk us back, could you? Don't fancy walking back in the dark at this hour.
Yeah. Get my jeans.
Well, aren't you in the car?
No, I've already locked it up, so I've walked round.
Well, where's he? Why can't you walk you
Well,
round?
he's busy, isn't he? He's in his dark room messing about.
He's always in that bloody dark room.
All right.
Right, I'm going back to bed. Hey, don't stop drinking with Ian all night either. We've got to think of something to do about that letter in the morning.
Don't fret, something will turn up.
Yeah.
See you.
See you later.
See ya.
See ya. Shut the door.
Has he got someone? Has he got the businessman? What's he like?
Come at the door when the lights flash.
Come for those miniature wine bottles, eh?
You are?
Dave? 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 I told you not to get drunk. Are you all right? What's the matter? Bloody hell, Dave, what's happened to you? Hey, what's happened?
Ian's killed the man.
What do you mean, Ian's killed a man?
With an axe. He's mental. I've never seen anything like it. Filthy. It was like it was someone else.
Alone. I mean, couldn't you have done something to stop the fight?
It wasn't a fight, Maureen. It was slaughter. If I'd have tried to stop them, they'd have done the same to me.
Now, do you believe me?
Right, where's Myra?
Myra's
Is she all
part
right?
of it.
Myra?
Now, Guy. What's the messiest yet?
Myra? 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 What was that noise?
It's nothing, Gran. I dropped a tape recorder on my foot. Go back to bed. Night-night.
I can't believe what you're saying about Myra being involved.
She was, I'm telling you.
Should have seen the look in his eyes when that first blow registered.
I just wanted to get out of there.
You. Clean that.
It's all logical to them. Calm. It's been calm since we cleaned the room. Have a ciggy, drink some tea.
Suppose I'd best be getting off. Don't want Maureen waking and finding me not there.
How are we going to get him in the car in full view of the neighbours? What about your prom?
Angela's prom.
And then that's it. Job done. And when I go, they give me this last look. Like I've passed the test.
Till tomorrow then, eh?
What we're gonna do?
Well, go to the police. What else?
Tell them what?
Dave, we'll have to.
Well, suppose Ian's realised I might do that. He might be waiting outside for me.
Right, well, then we wait till it's light. But we've got to do it. Hey, it'll be all right. We'll sort it out.
Don't know, Maureen. Don't know.
won't be long.
What's all this about?
Say they've seen somebody killed, sir.
Oh, yeah.
The lad's saying there's been a murder, but it's naught to do with him. I don't know what to make of it, sir.
He's only an apprentice.
He's not going to solve your financial problems after all.
Oh, we've got to take what you say at face value. You better take a look.
We need his clothes, Sergeant.
Right, Joe. Come on. Come with me. Come on.
Ashton CID?
DS Jock car. I want to speak to WDC Clayton.
It's me, Jock.
Park, a lad named Edward Evans was murdered last night.
Come on.
Can you tell Joe Mounsey to get over here? I'll explain when he gets here.
Come on, son. They're ready for you. Come on.
Brady's admitted killing the lad.
Thank Christ for that.
He says you helped him.
I watched, that's all.
You got the lad's blood on you.
He killed him right in front of me. I had to clear up, I had to kneel in it.
What exactly did Myra do?
She called round for me, got me around the house.
I mean, after Brady hit the lad with the axe.
She watched. She helped clear up.
Which is no more than what you said you did.
But she planned it with him, she must have.
Why would they plan a murder and get you to watch?
I don't know.
Well, if you don't know, son, why should we?
Well, maybe it was because...
Because what?
Ian and me talked about robbing a bank. It was just talk, but he said he wanted to use guns. He told me he'd killed before, but I didn't believe him. Maybe last night was to prove to me that he could kill.
And for you to do the same?
I didn't kill that lad.
Look, we spoke to Myra. She said she wasn't involved. She said it was you and Brady. And Brady says the same. So why should we believe you and not them?
I came to you. Why would I do that if I'd murdered someone?
To save your own neck.
Yes, Joe, what is it?
I found this in the suspect's house, Mr. Ian Brady. Anyway, it's just random jottings. There's a list of names here, all actors mostly. So there's one name there that doesn't quite fit him.
John Kilbride. Good lad. What do you make of this, John Kilbride's name in Brady's notebook?
Could be a complete coincidence.
It's a bloody odd one, sir.
Well, it hardly matters, does it? Brady's admitted killing Evans. He'll get life for that.
It matters to the family of John Kilbride. It may matter to the families of other dead children, sir.
Well, if you want to pursue that, you're welcome to. Just don't get under our feet.
No, Dave hates me, but I never thought he'd go this far.
What lies has Dave been telling?
It's bad enough he's got Ian into trouble, but for him to make out Myra's involved.
Look, if you've done that,
What do you mean, if? That's enough, come on.
You're not saying you believe Dave?
I don't know what to believe,
She's my
ma'am.
sister. Your own flesh and blood.
You stick by Dave and not Myra. You're no daughter of mine.
Brady's admitted killing the lad.
We'll not be letting him go anywhere.
What about Smith?
Well, the little toe rag looks as though he's telling the truth, so we'll release him for now.
And the girlfriend?
Well, there's no evidence of direct involvement in the murder, so we'll let her go.
Edward Evans's parents. Been identifying a body.
Thank you.
Can you go? So they believe you?
Dunno.
They've let Myra go too, thank God.
What?
So she can't have been involved. Why did you lie to me, Dave?
I didn't lie. She's the one that's lying. She must have fibbed her way out of it.
Let's just get out of here.
Stood here? Just want to know what's going on.
Put up with this lot now. Get out of here.
Hey, mister, what's going on? What's everybody doing now?
We haven't got time to mess around with you. Now get out.
So, we found a wallet inside the car.
This is Brady's car?
No, that's Hindley's car. Brady doesn't drive. Found 3 sheets of paper inside here. We've got them copied.
What do you think this is?
That's some kind of disposal plan for the body.
OK, explain it to me.
We think hat is hatchet, wreck, reconnaissance.
Check. Periodically unmoved. Check what's unmoved.
Body. Bodies.
Tick. WH. PB.
No. God knows.
Is this where it happened?
Aye. Hard to believe, isn't it? Must have spent ages cleaning up this place.
So where was the body found?
Over by the window. Fetal position, body wrapped in polythene.
Bit of a photographer, is he then, Brady?
Fond of the moors by the looks of it.
Isn't that her?
Aye, that's her. Come to see a granny, I expect. Had to boot her out of here, obviously.
You sure you've done the right thing letting her go?
That's Benfield's decision, no mine.
What do you think, sir?
I think there was a plan to get rid of the body using the car. Look, car. Remove all movable objects. Clean cover, floor and seat, fresh poly at night. I mean, this is her car. He doesn't even drive, you said. Who else is going to drive the car, for Christ's sakes, once they put a body in the back? How can she possibly not be involved?
Hey, come here. Shut up.
Mrs. Smith?
Yes?
DCI Mounsey, Ashton Police. I need to speak to your husband.
Come in.
Thank you. Dave Smith?
What?
Go on, get in there.
You told Detective Chief Superintendent Benfield Brady claimed he killed others.
Yeah, well, he wasn't listening, was he?
Well, I am. Did he say who he killed? Or when or where?
No.
And you didn't ask?
Why should I?
Even when he told you he was going to use guns for this bank job?
What bank job?
Dave, what's this?
Me and he had this stupid idea about robbing a bank.
What?
Bloody idiot.
Well, I didn't know if he was serious or not, did I? Even when we got rid of the stuff in the suitcases, I didn't know.
What stuff?
Stuff they thought would be incriminating.
What exactly was in these suitcases? Hey! Answer me.
There was some books of mine, the rest was theirs. I just helped them put the cases in the car and then they drove them off.
Where?
I don't know.
Come on, son, he must have told you something. Where?
Well, they might have said something about left luggage.
They? So Myra was in on this too, yeah?
Yeah. Ian said she was going to drive the getaway car.
Jesus Christ, Dave, what else haven't you told me?
Come on, Myra, you're just digging a big hole for yourself. You think you're being clever, but you're not. We've heard Brady's version and we've heard what Dave says.
I've already told you. I've got nothing to say. My version of events of that evening are exactly the same as Ian's version of events.
We found a piece of paper in Myra's car with the initials WH on it. I think that stands for Woodhead, and that's here.
Dunno.
Well, these are the nearest moors to Attersley.
Yeah, well, they took us to different places.
So should you and me go for a walk, yeah?
You don't really think there are bodies up here?
I'm trying not to think anything, love.
But if there are, I mean, we can't be anything to do with Myra.
You said Brady made some remark about you having stood on the grave of one of his victims?
Ian and Myra drove us up to the moors. Me and Ian went for a walk and there was a reservoir below us. He wanted me to stand in a particular place.
Here! You think this is the spot? Is this the spot?
Don't know.
Do. I have reason to believe that with David Smith you discussed killing people and burying them on the moors.
It was all part of a fiction to impress him.
Smith says you told him after you killed Evans that was the messiest yet. Why say that if there were no others?
That was to do with the situation we're in.
I've got nothing to say. My version of events of that evening is exactly the same as Ian's.
But it's not your version, is it? It's Ian's version. You're just using his words. Is it Brady says and Myra does?
How many more times do I need to tell you? There was an accident. My version of events is exactly the same as Ian's.
Tell me about this fiction to impress Smith.
Ask Smith.
No, I'm asking you.
I told you, ask Smith.
I've done nothing. As far as I know, Ian's done nothing. Dave Smith's a bloody little liar.
Now, come on, tell us exactly what went on that night.
There was an accident. That's all I'm saying.
Or should we call it murder?
Why did you take that photograph?
Well, I must have been attracted by the composition.
Why is Myra looking at the ground?
You'd have to ask her that.
Well, I'm asking the photographer. Why is she looking at the ground? Is there something special about that particular piece of ground? Is it because it's a grave? Is you standing on a grave? Is her standing on a grave? Is your personal graveyard?
Pictures.
Just pictures. And that place, that grave, that was Woodhead, wasn't it?
In that general area, aye. But again, it was a fiction.
I've got police officers from 3 forces up there right now, Brady, digging up your fiction.
Well, that is a monumental exercise in futility, my friend.
Make sure you push the stick really deep. Go on. Can you tell us what's happening up here?
Well, we've got members of the public helping with the search. They've come from far and wide around. If we find anything with the sticks that smells like human remains,
thank you.
Then we dig.
Together so we don't miss anywhere. Keep it up, and all the ground's hard here.
Just can't tell you any more.
The search of moorland adjacent to the A628 Woodhead Pass has been going on for over 2 days now. But the police have still found no evidence that any bodies have been buried there. There's been no official confirmation from the police, but speculation continues that the bodies may be those of children.
I see.
There's been no official
Mr.
confirmation
Mounsey!
either
Over
as
here,
to how
sir!
long this search may continue. But indications are that it may go on for some time.
I think we might have something here, sir.
No, that's not. No, it's just a dead sheep.
All right, keep at it, lads.
Which room's Jackson in?
Room number 2. I'm going to mention some names to you. Names of children. just want you to tell me if you've heard of them. Leslie Ann Downey.
Never heard of her.
Keith Bennett.
John Kilbride.
Never heard of him.
All right, then. Have you heard of Pauline Reed?
Is that funny, Ira?
I knew Pauline Reed. I grew up with her. I liked her.
Leslie Ann Downey. Have you heard of Leslie Ann Downey? It has been pretty public. Papers, television, rewards. Nobody at work ever mentioned Leslie Ann Downey?
And John Kilbride, you've never heard of him?
I don't know him. I have never heard of him.
Have you ever been to Ashton Market?
No, I have never been to
Never.
Ashton Market. Never been to Ashton Market.
Where do you shop then?
I shop at Sega's sometimes. I go into the city centre. Where do you shop?
John Kilbride I'm talking about went missing from Ashton Market 23rd of November 1963.
And I'm supposed to have murdered him and buried him on the moors.
I believe so, yes.
And I suppose I did the same to the other names in this book, eh? Joan Crawford, Robert Urquhart, Alec Guinness. Dearie me, I mean, Alec will be sorry to hear the premature end of his acting career. Do you have children? Eh?
2.
Well, I can understand why this is an emotional subject for you.
We'll not get a cough out of it.
Come on, lads, I know you're tired, but you're doing a grand job. Keep it up, I know the ground's
See, the
hard
ground
here.
she's on here is quite flat and stony. Now, I've been all over, I can't find any ground like that round here.
That's it, lads, come on.
You think we're looking in the wrong place, don't you?
I don't know. If there were more background in the photo, something to give us a reference point.
Right, so if WH isn't Woodhead, what else could it stand for?
Wuthering bloody Heights, for all I know. Prescott's not going to let this go on for much longer. If we don't find the bodies, they're going to get away with this.
Sir, message from Jock Carr. The suitcases that Smith told us about, he's found them.
Good lad.
Right, let's have a look then, shall we?
You got a tape recorder in the station, sir?
Yup. Go and ask the sergeant, will you? Find a tape recorder.
Sir, isn't that Leslie Ann Downey?
Looks like her.
Oh, fucking hellfire. We need to talk to Smith, sir.
Jock?
You're writing it now, Smith.
bloody
What's
good
going
answers.
What's this about?
Do you recognise any of this lot?
The notebook's mine. I don't know anything about the rest of it.
You lying little bastard.
What? What am I supposed to have done?
You know what's on that tape, don't you? You know what comes before that song.
No.
Yes, you do, because you were there when it was made.
I wasn't.
Little girl being asked to do unspeakable things for a man by a woman. Little girl crying for a man, begging for mercy. Only you didn't show any mercy, did you? You helped Hindley and Brady torture and kill her. You helped him kill her, like you helped him kill Edward Evans. No. Well, let's see if we can jog your memory, shall we?
Look at that. Who's that? That Leslie Ann Downey before you got hold of her. And she's sweet and she innocent, she trusted. Now look what was done to her in the bedroom of number 16, eh? Look at that.
You were there, weren't you? You were watching.
No, I wasn't. So what do you think of old Myra now, then?
Well, it might not be Myra's voice on the tape. I mean, it might be some other woman.
It's Myra's voice, all right.
Do you think Dave told you everything about his relationship with Ian and Myra?
He didn't tell you about the armed robbery.
So what else don't you know?
Well, what else could there be to know?
Well, how would you describe his sexual inclinations?
What's that got to do with anything?
Brady lent him dirty books.
Well, lots of people read books like that. Doesn't mean anything.
And lots of people interfere with children. And some of them even murder them.
Oh, you're not saying Dave's done that?
I don't know. Do you think he could?
I'm his wife, for God's sake. I live with him. I sleep with him. How can you ask me that?
You live with him. You sleep with him.
So who else would be in a better position to know the truth?
Well, I don't know the truth about Dave, about my sister. I don't know the truth about bloody anything anymore.
Notes taken from books I have enjoyed. He said that what she refused him, he was going to take by force. So let the girl be stripped naked. So the idea of raping young girls gives you a kick, does it? Mm-hmm. No, rape is not a crime. It is a state of mind. Murder is a hobby and a supreme pleasure.
I just copied that to impress him.
No, come on, lad. You enjoyed killing Edward Evans, didn't you? And Leslie Ann Downey. John Kilbride, Pauline Reed.
Pauline Reed? You think she's part of this?
I know she is.
I knew Pauline. I grew up with her. You think I could have killed her?
That's exactly what Myra says, and she's lying. And Brady's lying, and I think you're lying too.
I haven't killed anyone. I haven't.
But you haven't told us everything. Have you? Have you? Shall we listen to that tape, shall we? Shall we listen to that little girl begging for mercy? No. I'll play it to you, lad. I'll play it to you again and again till you tell me the truth. What haven't you told us?
Edward Evans.
What about him?
Maureen and me are in this shit with money. The council are threatening to evict us. I told Ian. He said he'd go down Manchester, find a businessman, bring him back and we'd rob him. That's why Myra came round for me that night. I thought we were just going to frighten the bloke. So we'd hand over his wallet, but I walked in and it was Ian with the axe.
Why didn't you tell us this before?
Because I knew what you'd think. You'd think what I'm trying not to. That Evans would still be alive now if me and Ian had made that plan. But I promise you, I haven't hurt any children. At least tell me you believe that.
I do, actually, lad. Good lad. Have another fag. There may have been a plan for a robbery, but he's no murderer.
Can I wait for him?
Go on and get yourself home.
Sir, 13-year-old girl from Hattesley's come forward with new information. She's saying that Brady and Hindley befriended her, took her out for some drives on the moors.
Does she know which moors?
Yes, she's very clear. It was Wessendon Head, Saddleworth.
WH?
Exactly. We've been looking in the wrong place.
Right, move the troops there tomorrow. I'll call Prescott and tell him.
Oh, hang on. Do you know all Lancashire troops? Some are mine and some are Manchester's.
You're not saying you don't want us to carry on searching, sir?
No, I'm not saying that. Just be aware. I can't fund an operation like this indefinitely, and I'm sure that Manchester won't either.
Thank you, sir.
Lads, thank you.
Lead.
Come on, lad, boys. What's it going to wait?
Sir, don't go without us there. I need to splash my boots.
Beers even all day. Thank you, boys. Thank you very much.
Nick, has that Paul brought any gloves? Almost. And is he going to bring any tomorrow?
Jack bugger. Thank you, boys. Thank you.
Right, come on, we get.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I saved the space,
Another good day's work, lads. Thank you very much.
Better luck tomorrow, sir.
If there is a tomorrow.
Sir?
I don't think Prescott's going to let this go on any longer.
What, you think this really is it?
Sir! Sir, up here!
What?
Something bony sticking out the ground, sir.
Yeah, just another dead sheep, lad.
I don't think so, sir. Come on, then. Let's go and see what he's on now. Come on.
Is it true there's a body, Mr. Benfield? Mr. Talbot? Mr. Talbot, can you give us any details?
All right, Joe. Manchester's here. Now there's glory to be had.
We know whose body it is yet. All I know is it's not John Kilbride. Little girl.
You ready, Dougie?
When you are, Arthur.
Is it male or female?
Come on, lads, give us a break. We're not saying anything tonight.
Get back! Please, give us some room, would you please? Mr. Mounty, are there any more?
You get out of my way!
Let us through! Get back!
How many are there, Mr. Talbot? Can you give us any detail?
Is it a boy or a girl? Are there any more, Mr. Benfield?
We'll make a statement tomorrow. Conclusive, is it?
Right, that's it, thank you.
Oh, good work, Benny. Good work, excellent. Yeah, the same with you. Thank you very much.
So,
That was Professor Poulsen, Upper Mill Mortuary. Mother's identified the body. It's Leslie Ann. Congratulations, everyone.
What next?
Well, we charged Brady and Hindley with the murder of Leslie Ann Downey. Then it stumbles on me over at the Queen's.
What about the others? John Kilbride, Keith Bennett, Pauline Reed.
Well, they're irrelevant now.
Yeah.
sir?
What?
I've done another print from the original negative. I've been able to bring up a lot more of the background, and look, I swear that is definitely Holland Brown Knoll in the background.
Right, Mash, are you saying if we walk around those rocks, do we find a view that matches this one?
We should find one of the graves.
Where did you get the negative from, Mike?
It's in the suitcases.
But all that stuff got taken away by Manchester.
I know. Went down there and nicked it off.
Oh, you bad lad.
Anyway, we managed to get him on a blanket.
Watch your step there, lad. Watch your step. Spread out a bit.
Come on, lads, I know your time.
Sir, I think it's here.
right.
Mash?
Yeah. Right. Here we go again.
Oh. Forensics, please, Pat.
Yes, sir.
We'll get the camera.
Boys, go on.
No,
in
let
there.
us stay. Come on.
Go, please.
Look,
Do
please,
as you're
again.
told.
Lads, get out.
Danny, come on, you two.
Mum, I want to stay.
Danny.
I want to stay.
Let him stay. Let him. Yes, that's John's.
I'm so sorry.
Which room's Jackson in?
It's an accident.
Sorry to disturb. Some sad news. Your dog. We needed to establish her age in order to be sure that the photo of you crouching over John Kilbride's grave was taken after his disappearance. So we asked the vet to perform a dental x-ray, and I'm sorry to say she never came round from the anaesthetic.
You murdering fucking bastards.
Yes, well, I'm a dog lover myself, so I can appreciate the distress. Sorry to interrupt, sir.
Right, well, I'm sorry about your dog, but we must press on. It was a funny time of the night to be doing house calls.
Where's Maureen?
In the bedroom.
stand there.
Please repeat after me. I swear by Almighty God
I swear by Almighty God
that the evidence I shall give
that the evidence I shall give
shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
You've already admitted that you and your husband were in trouble with the rent.
Well, what's that got to do with it?
You were desperate for money.
Well, yes.
You were aware your husband had sought Brady's help over the rent.
I know he'd shown Ian the letter, that's all.
You were not aware of any further conspiracy between them.
No.
Are you not in your husband's confidence?
I believed what he told me.
But he did not always tell you the truth. Nevertheless, you are married and feel you must stand by him.
No.
Are you all right, Mrs. Smith?
I'm sorry.
I'm aware of the advanced state of your pregnancy. Do you feel able to carry on?
I've got to, haven't I?
You've told the court that your sister was a regular visitor to Ashton Market.
Yes, I have.
Are you quite sure about that? There are many nearer places for her to shop.
But she liked to go to Ashton.
Mrs. Smith, you know it's believed John Kilbride was abducted from Ashton Market.
Yes.
And so to imply Myra regularly went there when she didn't might be to dangerously mislead the jury.
Well, why would I want to do that?
Because you have sided with your husband against your sister.
No. All I want to do is tell the truth.
Did you go shopping frequently with Myra, Mrs. Hindley?
Yes.
To your knowledge, did she ever go to Ashton Market?
No. No.
Can you think of any reason why she should go there?
No. We have markets closer to home if we need them.
Thank you, Mrs. Hindley.
Here come the Smiths. Maureen! Mr. Smith!
This is your notebook.
Yes.
It contains numerous passages taken from books.
From books Brady gave me, yes.
There are passages justifying rape and murder. You believe rape and murder to be justifiable?
No.
There are passages dealing with sexual perversion of various kinds.
Yes.
Passages about a girl being flogged and that kind of thing. Did you take pleasure in them?
I was just trying to understand what the author was getting at.
Huh. Did you tell Ian Brady you could make money by selling pornographic photographs?
No, I didn't.
On Boxing Day, 1964, you brought a girl to the house of Brady and Hindley, did you not?
No!
That girl was Leslie Ann Downey.
Where have you got this from?
And Brady told you the girl you had brought was too young.
I never took her there.
You nevertheless stayed downstairs while photographs were taken of the girl upstairs, and later, you took her away.
This is all lies.
And that was the last Brady and Hindley saw of her.
No.
I put it to you that you murdered Leslie Ann Downey.
No.
I put it to you that far from merely watching, you helped Brady kill Edward Evans.
I did not.
The truth is that when you saw violence, you had to join in.
I thought I'd come here as a witness. I thought it was them on trial, not me.
No more questions, my lord. Has your lordship got any questions?
No. You are released, Mr. Smith. Court is adjourned until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
All rise!
Mrs. West. It's not true what they're trying to say about
Eve,
me.
come on, let's just go.
It had nothing to do with what happened to Leslie Ann.
Why should I believe you?
Because it's the truth.
Then come on, let's just go. You're a liar. You're a liar.
David, Manchester Evening News. How well did you know Brady really, David? Can you tell us? You are pregnant.
For God's sake.
She's pregnant.
Can you give us anything at all?
Pregnant. Can you give us
You're the third most murderer.
Shut your face.
You're the third most murderer, you.
Yeah, they're all from the same family, aren't they?
I think it's this way.
No, it's this way.
Where's your husband? Want to speak to him?
Hey! Hey!
You are a liar! You were there!
Where?
At the torch of my
No,
Leslie.
no.
Get off him! Get off him!
You must have known what you were doing.
I need to know, for God's sake! I'm pregnant, for God's sake! I'm pregnant!
I had your blood run through my veins, slimming, bleeding wrists. And to kill me as well when they killed my Leslie.
Come on.
You deserve to say both of you.
Why did you have to talk to him?
I had to make him understand that what Myra and Ian did had nothing to do with me.
Yeah, well, why should people believe that?
What?
Well, Edward Evans wouldn't have died, would he, Dave? If he'd not let Ian draw you in.
I didn't know they were going to kill him.
Yeah, but he must have seen something in you, mustn't he? Eh? To make him think you could become part of it.
Part of what?
Whatever it was, him and Myra.
Shut up.
It's you that's brought them on us, Dave.
Shut up.
It is, Dave.
No, it's you inly bitch! I'm sorry, Maureen.
It'll be all right now. Now you've done that.
Maureen, I'm so sorry.
Would you tell us, Miss Hindley, what your feelings were for Ian Brady before you moved to Hattersley?
I loved him. I still love him.
Did you ever get wind of anything odd happening between Ian and David Smith?
I suppose I sometimes did wonder what was going on.
You've sat in this court. You've heard of several conspiracies between them. To take photographs of young girls, to rob a bank,
I don't believe
to lure a homosexual to Wardlebrook Avenue with the intention of robbing him. A conspiracy which ended in the death of Edward Evans. Did you have any idea of any of these plans?
I had no idea at all.
Were you in any way involved in the death of John Kilbride?
I was not.
Were you in any way involved in the death of Leslie Ann Downey?
I was not.
Were you in any way involved in the death of Edward Evans?
No.
No more questions, my lord.
You may step down, Miss Hindley. Court is adjourned. We will reconvene after lunch.
Verdicts have been reached in the Moores murder trial at Chester Assizes. Ian Brady and Myra Hindley have been found guilty of murder. Ian Brady has been convicted of the murders of John Kilbride, Leslie Ann Downey, and Edward Evans. Myra Hindley has been convicted of the murders of Leslie Ann Downey and Edward Evans. She was found not guilty of the murder of John Kilbride, but was found guilty of being an accessory. The jury retired earlier today and took just 2 hours, 23 minutes to reach their verdicts. The defendants remained impassive as they were read out, and equally impassive as the judge, Justice Fenton Atkinson, sentenced the couple.
Ian Brady. These were 3 calculated, cruel, cold-blooded murders. In your case, I pass the only sentence which the law now allows, which is 3 concurrent sentences of life imprisonment.
Quiet in court! Quiet in court!
Put him down.
Take the cow with you.
Second both! Still on both together. Quiet in court!
In your case, Hindley, you have been found guilty of 2 equally horrible murders, and in the third as an accessory after the fact. On the 2 murders, the sentence is 2 concurrent sentences of life imprisonment.
It's been a waste of fucking time. I don't know why we bothered.
If you two hadn't gone to court, Brady would have got away with all those murders except Edward Evans. He'd have been out in 10 years and Myra would have walked free.
And that's supposed to make us feel better, is it?
I can see that it's been hard.
Hard? I'm a child killer. The third Moors murderer. That's what they all believe.
Well, they won't when they've had time to think about it.
How do you know? He won. Brady won. I can't stop thinking about him. I mean, what was he doing on the night of Edward Evans? What was he thinking of?
He had a secret, Dave. He had a monster of a secret, and what use was it to him without someone to share it with?
Yeah, but he had Myra to share it with.
Yeah. And I believe he was growing tired of her. I think she probably resisted it, but in order to keep him, she agreed to try and bring Dave into it. And in the end, he failed, didn't he? You two have got to try and get on with your lives now.
What about Pauline Reed? Keith Bennett?
I am not allowed to search for them. Only Manchester police can do that. Frankly, between you, me and the gatepost, they're flatly refusing to do so. But I never said that. I best be going.
I'll see you out.
No, you stay there, Pet. I'm going to wish you two the very best of luck, all right?
Sister, which is Mrs. Harris's bed?
It's that one over there, Mr. Taylor.
Good morning, Mrs. Harris.
Good morning, Mr. Taylor.
What do you think?
It's beautiful. Family again, eh?
It's the only family I'll ever have now, Dave. I've lost Myra, Mum. I can't lose this.
Yeah, I know.
I know, I heard them coming. I hope someone kills it and buries it on bloody moors.
You filthy bitch! Get here!
Dave,
Go
leave it!
morning.
Come on. It's not worth it, leave it. Leave it!
Safe home now, anyway. There you go. It's all right. Maureen. Come on, he wants you.
I can't. How can I? How can I ever be a mother again? I'm a Hindley. I've made a pot of tea if you want some.
That'd be nice, love. Nice place, are you?
It's small, but it's much nicer than my last place. And I'm going to redecorate.
And you got a job?
Lucy's. Cleaning. That's where I saw Auntie Kath. I didn't dare believe it when she said you'd want to see me.
I'm so sorry. You've had a terrible time.
Oh, the state turned against us. We just kept hoping it'd go away. We just kept hoping if we had a family and stuck together, it'd be okay. But it wasn't. Bricks through the window. Poison pen letters. God knows what else through the letterbox. People would spit at the kids. Taunt them. Me and Dave, we couldn't go anywhere without trouble. Eventually, one night, Dave went for someone. Got sent to Walton. I just couldn't cope. I was just in a pit. Drinking. Hopeless. I had the kids put into care. God forgive me. I just thought that I'd ruined their lives. And they deserve better.
Should have been in touch. Should have helped you. I felt I had to choose.
Oh, Dave's out of jail now. He's got the kids back. Social worker says they're doing okay.
Yeah, David, do you want some bread? Come here then, I'll take it off now. Here. Right, don't throw it too far though. Do you want some, Paul? John, come away from the edge. What did I say? Good lad. Oh, you stay this side of the boat, John.
Hiya.
Hi.
Hello, boys.
Who's that lady?
It's your mum.
They've grown, haven't they? David's just like you.
Named him well then, didn't we?
Well, we got a John and a Paul, and I wasn't going to let you have Ringo, was I?
Never thought I'd see him again. Let alone have him back under my own roof.
You've done so well for them. So why would you want to let me see him again?
I think I'm a decent dad these days, but unless I suddenly sprout tits, I'm never going to be their mother, am I? Only you can be that.
They look happy, don't they? I'd hate to get in the way.
Of what?
You might have met someone else for a start.
I haven't. Not that I didn't get a few proposals in Walton, mind. Come on. So when we're going to see you again, then?
I can do this, Mum.
It's what she wants, love. It's what both of you want, eh?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Come on. I'll be waiting for you, eh? Yeah.
Myra?
Moby. You don't know I've longed for this moment. How are you?
Okay.
If only that were true. You've been through hell because of me.
I haven't come here to make you say that.
I want to say it. I think about the consequences of my actions all the time. The hardest, of course, is the children. Living with the knowledge I help bring such suffering on them and their families. But there's not a day goes by when I don't think about what I've done to you. I mean, people make excuses for me, saying I must have been damaged when I was little.
Damaged? How?
You know how Dad used to leather me sometimes.
He used to leather me too, Myra. I didn't do what you did.
I know. I know, Moby. And I mustn't make excuses. I keep telling him that. Even when they say it was all Ian's fault. That he changed me. Corrupted me.
Who's they?
The governor. And the others. I've written to Ian. Told him I want to sever all contact. I've been going through my stuff, getting rid of every trace of his influence on me. I want you to take these away. I don't want to see them again. It makes me so ashamed when I look at them.
You weren't always like that, Myra.
You were a different person once. And I want to be that person again, Mo. I've started going to Mass and confession. And in finding God again, I do feel like I've found the real me. Please. There has to be forgiveness, surely, for all of us. There has to be redemption.
Quiet on the Western Front?
Yeah. Never thought I'd get them down so easy. Well, I suppose I better be getting on my way.
Why not stay?
The night?
Well, for good.
You mean that?
Yeah. Be a family again, eh? Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that'll be chuffed.
Yeah.
What about your mum?
She'd be pleased.
Yeah, but she blames me for everything, doesn't she?
Not anymore. She's had years to think it through. She understands the real blame lies with Brady.
Well, she still thinks Myra's innocent.
No. Nor does Myra. She's accepted full responsibility. She told the truth.
What do you know?
She told me.
You been to see her?
Yeah. She's admitted everything.
What has she admitted?
Dave, I don't want to get into this now.
What has she admitted?
That she picked up John Kilbride and Leslie Ann Downey, delivered him into Ian's hands.
And that's it?
He bullied her into it, Dave. But she knows now it was a terrible thing to do.
If she was bullied into it, then why was she smiling on that picture Brady took of her on John Kilbride's grave?
Well, she didn't know it was his grave.
Oh, come on. She was in on all of it. Abducting him, helping to rape, kill and bury him. That was just some sick little joke they could share afterwards. And Leslie Ann Downey. If all Myra did was pick her up for Brady, then why was her voice on that tape? And Keith Bennett, what about him?
Myra's adamant she had no part in that.
All right, Pauline Reed.
And she honestly knows nothing about that either. And anyway, I mean, who's to say anything happened to Pauline?
She
might
there
even
on
still
them
be
moors.
alive.
And if Myra really was sorry, she'd start by telling the police where she's buried. And Keith Bennett too.
I have to believe what my heart tells me, Dave. And my heart tells me, whatever Myra did in the past, she's a different person now. I mean, they wouldn't be thinking of giving her parole if that weren't true.
Thinking of releasing her?
If you could see her, Dave, if you could speak to her, you'd see she's the old Myra. A warm, loving person. She asks after the kids all the time. She'd like to see them one day.
She's not coming near my kids. She's worse than Brady, Maureen. I mean, he's just a sicko, a sex case, the king of the sex cases. But Myra, she's human. She had feelings. Remember the tears when Angela Dawn died? That card she gave us. Another little flower for God's fucking garden. Jesus, she was killing kids at the same time.
All right. All right. You believe what you want to. But please, please, can't you let me do the same?
Of course. Sorry, Maureen.
If we can't put it behind us...
We've got to, for the kids' sake. We can do it, girl. We can.
Okay. So nice to you there.
David, sit down and eat your breakfast.
Here's your cereal then, David.
There you go, sit and eat that.
Paul, do you want some toast?
There you go, love.
Come on, stop playing with your toys now. Eat your breakfast. Come on.
You all sorted?
Right. Right, come on, boys, eat up now. Grandad, look at his paper. Come on. That's it. Tuck yourselves in there. Good. Come on, don't play with it. Eat it. Oh, come on, don't mess with that. You only need a little bit of butter on there. Come on, lads. Never mind that now. I want you to eat your breakfast or you won't be grow up to be big and strong like your dad. No telling tales now. Come on, eat your breakfast.
He wants
Eat
to take his shoes off.
Oh, he can take his shoes off later.
I can.
Right, OK. Now eat up, boys. Well, you're nice and
All right.
That's the real thing about it.
I've given him the breakfast.
Come on now, boys. Eat your
Good.
I've run out of eyeliner. Just going to nip to the chemist.
Okay.
Hey, what have I just said? Come on now.